art bead friends, welcome to a very special out of the ordinary maker master here on this Wednesday morning for so many of you. Good morning. I hope you're having a good one so far. I hope that you are enjoying your day, and thanks for letting me be a part of it, at least for a little while, right? Hi, Michelle. Surprise, everybody, says Michelle. I love it. Welcome into all of you. I am so glad that you are here. Now, if you are joining us for the very first time, I really want to send out a very special welcome to you. We're very happy to have you, and you have made your way over into an amazing community that I think you are going to be very, very happy with. So if you are just now starting your beading journey, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Some would say welcome onto the crazy train, but in the best way possible. Hi, Wendy. How are you? It is, in fact, a crazy ride when you become a jewelry maker, but it is a fun one and a very fulfilling one, and we're very excited to welcome in any of the new makers out there who are just now getting started. So that's what today's show is all about. We are going to do our little run through over our Bead Llama kit, and we're going to talk about all things Bead Llama. But before we do that, I do want to mention to everybody, new shoppers and old shoppers, that we are spotlighting Raven's Journey right now. And that means that if you put any kind of Raven's Journey item in your cart, it will ship for free. That includes anything else you happen to have in your cart. So take advantage of that, because what that means is if you happen to put one of these amazing Bead Llama deluxe jewelry making kits or one of the friendship bracelet kits into your cart and you add a Raven's Journey item to it, guess what? The shipping is on us, and that is fantastic. You want to take advantage of that because these bigger kits, they're kind of big, right? And we don't mind to pay the shipping as long as you add some of your Raven's Journey beads to that, which is fantastic. So Llama Mama's in the house, indeed. And you guys, in addition to spotlighting Raven's Journey, we also have 20% off all Bead Llama items. Now, that includes the big kits, that includes all of our smaller kits, our friendship bracelet kits, our stretch bracelet kits, and designer blends. So that encompasses a whole lot of things, right? That's a whole lot of things to take advantage of, plus throw in some of your favorite Raven's Journey strands and get all of it shipped to you for free. You want to take advantage of that? You definitely want to save on that shipping, because that cost can catch up to you very, very quickly. Debbie says she got her ultimate kit last week. That is so exciting. I love it. I love it. Susanna says, I'm going shopping. Love bead shopping. I love that you love bead shopping, because I love bead shopping too. I think we all do. We all do. Fantastic. Hi, Candace. Welcome in. So glad to see you. Hope you are having a good one. All right, guys, so if you happen to be joining us for the very first time, there are some things that I want to let you know about how to shop, but you don't want to look at me this entire time, so I'm going to turn you around, let you take a look at some of the items from our Ultimate Jewelry Making Kit that I have laid out on my desk here. You can take a look at those while we talk about all of the various ways that you can shop while you are watching today. So if you will notice over on the side of your screen, there's a little shopping bag. At any point during today's show, you can click on that shopping bag and it's going to bring up all of the items that are in the show today. Now, not these items individually, because this is all part of the deluxe jewelry making kit. However, the deluxe jewelry making kit, the jewelry making kit, and all of our friendship bracelet kits are in the show today. So if you click on that shopping bag, you're going to be able to see those, see all of the information about them, see the price on those with that 20% off discount going on right now. And you can add those to your cart as well as check out. And you don't even have to navigate away. It just makes me a little bit smaller, and then you can come back after you check out and just click on me. It makes me big again. So no problems there at all. Now, if you happen to be joining us from somewhere other than artbeads.com/live, please come over to the big show. However, if you want to shop, if you're joining us, like say from Facebook, that's okay. We make it easy for you to shop that way too. You're going to notice there is a text bar up in the top of your screen. You're going to type in the numbers, the item numbers, or the item codes, I should say, for each one of the items, and a text message will get sent to you. However, if you join us that way, understand that we can't see your comments. So if you want to be a part of the conversation and come over and hang out with us and chit chat with us, come on over and watch us from the artbeats.com/live. That's probably the best way to hang out with us anyway, right? Because that's where the party's at. You want to come where the party's at. All right. So Candace has some good questions. Guys, I want to let you know that this is a wonderful opportunity because some of us have already been exposed to the kit. Some of you just finished watching the show about the kit. Some of you have them, or you have one that's on the way to you. This is a great opportunity, not only to just kind of look at all of the items here, but if you have questions, ask them. Now is a great chance to ask all of those questions while you are shopping on all of these amazing items. I do not mind to answer those questions in the best way that I can at all. Candace, I'm going to get back to your question here in just a second. I just want to remind everybody that if you are just now joining us, we are doing a little extra special live today where we're taking a look at all of the Bead Llama items, and they are all 20% off. Plus, if you add a Raven's Journey item to your cart, you're going to get everything shipped to you for free. So, fantastic deal going on, and we would love for you to take advantage, particularly of that free shipping when you're buying these larger kits, because that's really, really awesome. All right, so we can look at all the items here. If you've got questions about them, please let me know. I also want to remind you guys that as soon as I'm done here, that our beautiful and very talented Julie Bean will be coming up next at the top of the hour. So set your reminders for Julie. She's coming up at 1 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss that. So if you hang out with me, take a quick break and then come back to see Julie. All right. So Candace had a really good question, and Michelle answered here. So Michelle says back to Candace, great question. The Ultimate Jewelry Kit has everything. Tools, beads, findings, etc. The slightly small kit that is being featured has everything except the tools. You can make your money on beautiful creations that you create. And Michelle answered that perfectly. So here's what I would say in addition to that. So obviously with these kits, you are going to get a ton of beads and findings and everything you need to get started. Imagine how many, just taking a look, right, at one of the little mixes, okay? Just one of the mixes. Now keep in mind the Ultimate Kit and the regular kit has 4 of these, okay? Take a look at how many beads are in just one of these little bags. That doesn't include the strands. That doesn't include the Toho seed beads. It's just one of these. I created one bracelet. I did use a few little seed beads here, but I created one bracelet from this bag, and this is still what I have left over. This is still what's left after making one bracelet. If that gives you any idea as to how many bracelets you could make with just one of these bags, or let's say bracelets and earrings. If you just took pairs of beads from this and you put those, together, let's say you made little bracelets and matching earrings, you could make a ton just from one of the little mixes. So I think the potential there, if you are going to sell these, if you want to put these in craft shows, if you wanted to gift these, or if you wanted to build your own website, your own jewelry making business, this is a fantastic way to get started just because of the amount of materials that you are going to have available. Plus, now you have become part of a community that is going to help you along the way. You also have access to everything else that's available on artbeats.com. So anytime you're going to need to restock on your findings, your head pins and eye pins and jump rings and things, you've got a great resource to do that at artbeats.com. So I think the answer to your question is absolutely. Absolutely. There's no reason why you could not turn this into a small little moneymaker business. And ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. This is actually what I do for a living. So I think I'm probably living proof that you can most definitely take your love and your passion for your new hobby and turn it into a full-time career with lots of practice and hard work. But oh my gosh, when it comes to beads and finding some materials, we've got you covered. So love it. Great question. Great question. Yes, and Michelle has a great point here. She says, speaking of resources, here we have the Bead Llama resource page, and you're going to find tips and tricks and all kinds of things that you need there as well. I also want to show you guys what also comes inside your Bead Llama kit, because I think a lot of times this kind of gets skipped over when we're talking about these kits, but we have some resources within the kit itself. So we have your basic jewelry making techniques, even down to the smallest things like opening and closing jump rings. And guys, that's a skill all in itself. I know that a lot of us that have been makers for a while, we take something like that for granted. But opening and closing jump rings, there is a technique behind that, and if you don't do it the right way, then you are obviously going to not have a good piece of jewelry that you can depend on. So learning these little techniques are going to help you tremendously along the way. Creating wrapped loops, simple loops. We have step-by-step instructions here, how to use your bead stoppers. And then, of course, at any point, you can scan the QR code with your phone, and it's going to take you to the video tutorials. So some people learn better when seeing it here all written out. Other people need to see it step by step. So you have a world of resources. However you learn best. There are eye pin techniques. There are crimping, which is probably the most important part of jewelry making when it comes to stringing. Your head pin techniques. And then making stretch bracelets, tying your stretch cord, using your twisted beading needles. All of this information is already included. And then you also have, as I mentioned, access to the video tutorials and everything else that's available on artbeads.com. Now, in addition to these, right, we also have the little cards that come in here that are inspiration cards. So the inspiration cards have a beautiful piece of jewelry that one of our design team members has made, and then you're going to flip that over. You can scan on the back to get the information on how to create that piece of jewelry. So if you are a little overwhelmed with everything that you get in the kit, having these little inspiration cards is a great way to get started with recreating these pieces that you already see that the design team has put together. This is a really cool bracelet. It is a combination of eye pins and stretch cord that you can put together. A beautiful bracelet here. It has some little dangles. And again, you have access to all of this information. So you're not starting this out without help. We make sure that you have help from day one. The minute you open the box, you have become a Bead Llama. I see somebody here in the comment section that says, what is a Bead Llama? I'm a Bead Llama mama. A Bead Llama, that's just the Bead Llama, I guess, is our mascot, if you will, for our brand, the Bead Llama, here at artbeads.com. And I mean, who doesn't love a little llama, right? I love a decorated llama with some earrings and some necklaces on. We just thought it was pretty cute and pretty cool. And you can be a member of the llama mamas if you want to be, or not. But hey, you get a sticker in as well, so you can proudly be part of the Bead Llamas and stick your Serious Art Beater sticker anywhere you want to show your support. It's just a little reminder that you are now part of an amazing community, and we would absolutely love for you to come and be a part of that community where you can chat with other makers, you can get tips and tricks and techniques and share ideas and creativity with each other, and maybe make some new friends along the way. So it is a wonderful place to get started creating jewelry, but then hopefully to grow within the community and grow as a creator yourself. So yes. Debbie says the little llama charms that you get are adorable. I think so too. Let me show those to you guys. I have these little llamas here. Kimberly says she loves the Bead Llama mixes. I do too, guys. And you want to take advantage of those right now because anything that's Bead Llama brand is 20% off. And if you add any Raven's Journey items to your cart, it's all going to ship to you for free. These are our little llama charms. Are they not adorable? Just a little touch of whimsical fun to your kit that you can add into your jewelry making, because jewelry making does not always have to be serious business, guys. It doesn't. It does not have to be super serious. We like to have fun. We like to smile and laugh and remember that this is a fun hobby, a fun career move, a fun community, and we don't get too serious around here, right? This should be a place where you come to have a good time. And these sweet little llamas just trotting along with their little necklaces on is just a nice little reminder to let you know. How fun. Oh my goodness. So, hi, beautiful human. Back at you, Robin. How are you? See, everybody who is new here, if you notice, we have an amazing community and we would love for you to jump in and be a part of it. Absolutely would love to have you. How's everybody doing out there? Does anybody have any questions about any of the items that are in the Bead Llama kits or any of the friendship kits? I have the friendship kits here. I just wanted to lay out the beautiful things that are in our Bead Llama kit. Now, I want to mention to you guys, while we are taking a look at everything here, we can look at some of these mixes while we are chatting here. This one is actually my favorite. Let's see if I can find a bowl to dump this into. Hang on. I know I have one. Should have grabbed one ahead of time. So I want to mention to you guys that I have the friendship kits in the show, but all of the mixes, the big mixes, those are also 20% off. You want to take advantage of those. Definitely want to do so. This is one of the mixes that is in. Now, we have two versions of our jewelry making kit. We have the deluxe version that you will get all of the tools, right? Plus all of these gorgeous beads that you see here. And, well, I mean, not and, but everything, literally everything that you see here is going to be included. However, we also have a version of the kit that does not have the tools. And while everything is 20% off, just so that you have a little heads up, the deluxe ultimate kit, guys, is regularly $129.99, but with that 20% off right now, that is $89 even. And the kit without the tools is regularly $69.99. It is right now $55.20. So you're getting an amazing deal on those. Plus, if you add some Raven's Journey beads to your cart, you're going to get all of it shipped to you for free, which is nice because these kits come in big boxes, guys. The shipping on those can be, it can start to add up, particularly if you add some friendship bracelet kits in and things like that. So you want to be sure that you are throwing in some of your favorite Raven's Journey too to get that free shipping. Absolutely beautiful little mixes here. And these are just kind of a sampling, the ones that we have in the kits. These are just a sampling of the other designer blends that we have that are also Bead Llama, that are also 20% off, that you guys can take advantage of right now. And just to let you guys know, these beautiful mixes are all hand picked. These are all hand selected. Our design team put all of these together. We picked out all of the color combinations and put these together with beads that we loved and color combinations that we thought you guys would love, that are really going to help you to, number one, understand color, and to number two, get to know the different sizes and shapes and styles of check glass beads that are available to you to help you get the best start on your jewelry making journey. So really, really awesome mixes here. So I'm just, sorry, I know it sounds like I'm just kind of trailing off. I'm reading the comments here, just making sure that I keeping up with everything here. Right? Robin says, beautiful kit. Throw in some bronze pearls and call it a day. You are speaking to my soul right now. I love it. I love it. Eric says, by request and Sarah's insistence, we have a toolless version now. Now listen here. I did in fact insist, but I only insisted because I had so many customers that are already jewelry makers that were like, you guys, this kit is incredible. We love this kit. We want to be, you know, part of it. I want the stickers and I want all the things, but I already have tools because I've been a jewelry maker for 20 years. And so I thought, you know, I'm gonna make sure that that happens, because everybody wants an opportunity to be a bead llama, right? Who doesn't want an opportunity to be a bead llama? Just because you've been a maker for a while doesn't mean that you can also be a bead llama. Right? Now check this out. I'm gonna pick all these beads up by using my little scoop that is part of our kit here. So I'm gonna scoop all of these in using my handy little scoop. Now don't toss this in a kitchen drawer. It's not a spoon. Promise, it's not. You're gonna have much more fun using it, scooping up all of your beads, than you would trying to eat a bowl of cereal with this, I promise. All right. Kim says that's exactly why I was buying the bead mixes, because she has a ton of tools, but she still wanted to be a llama mama. And I get it. I get it. All right. Love that. I love that. The question here that Cindy asked, are the charms and medals safe for children to wear? Of course they are. Absolutely. And Michelle's answer was, some of our customers have even told us that they use the kits with their families. 100%. This is a great opportunity to get your kiddos involved with your jewelry making. And you have these beautiful little charms here that you can add to any of your jewelry designs that you want to. Now, obviously, you want to be careful with the small parts, and there's obviously things like this have a choking hazard and things like that. But for the most part, we're talking if they're old enough to wear a bracelet, then yes, they're in good shape. Good shape for sure. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want to eat a star, but I mean, you never know. Just don't. Try not to. Try not to. Now, not only do we have these really cool containers that have all of our little metal elements in here, we also have another container that has some really cool check glass beads in them that are doubles, right? We have little pairs here to make it really easy for you to make instant gratification jewelry. Make some quick earrings right here using the pairs that we have picked out in these beautiful specialty check glass. And then we have some smaller beads here that you can use to mix in with all of your other beads that you have, and to create some really beautiful items here just by using what is here. So I mean, when you think about all of the strands, they're full strands, you think about all of the seed beads, then you think about the mixes, and then you throw in these plus the charms. I can't even begin to imagine how many pieces of jewelry you could make from start to finish if you used every single bead. Now, I would love to challenge somebody out there who has one of these kits to try to use every single bead and take pictures of it. I want to see just how much jewelry you could create, because I'm willing to bet it would fill your entire table and maybe then some. Like, I can't even begin to imagine how many pieces you could create. Now, not only do we have the two that are full, but we also have the empty one, which as a brand new beater, you might be like, okay, I don't understand. That's not really all that exciting. But those of us who've been doing this for a while, you know how exciting it is to get a nice container, a new container that's empty, because you know what that means? It means you can fill it up. And let me tell you something. I've been doing this a long time. I have a gazillion, yes, that is an official count, of containers. I have a gazillion containers in my life, and they're all full. They're all full. It's amazing what happens when you get into this community, you start this kind of hobby and this kind of craft, and you become a jewelry maker. You become addicted to buying beads and looking at beautiful beads and enjoying beads. And what happens when you have beads? You need a place to put them all, right? Because eventually they start to kind of take over your workspace. Ask me how I know. And you're going to need places to put them. So having an empty container is really, really cool, because it means you've got a place to put your findings if you want to. You've got a place to put your beads. When you cut your strands, right? And you only use a few of the beads from the strand, then you may need somewhere else to put the leftovers because now they're no longer on a nice neat strand. Having the little container is very handy. Of course, you can mix these in with your mixes if you want to, but I'm one of those kinds of people who I like to keep everything separate. I'm a sorter, and I see somebody who brought this up in the comment section. As Barb Girl says, I'm a container girl, love to sort. And I think somebody before that said that as well, that they are a sorter. Are you a sorter, or are you just kind of like a sifter? I want to know. Tell me, those of you who are already makers, let me know in the comments. Are you a sorter? So in other words, if we were to dump out this bead mix right here, and I'm going to dump this one on the mat, right? Dump this one out on the mat. Now, what is it, if you were going to sit down and you were going to create from this, right? Immediately, I want to separate all of the beads out. It's just like instinct. Immediately, I want to pick out all the beads and make little piles of all the beads that are the same so that I can have a visual representation of how many of each bead I have so that then I can plan around that. However, I have a friend who is not a sorter, and she does not like the little piles. She wants to be able to see the beautiful controlled chaos here and create that way. She sees it better. She sees the beads better and the piece of jewelry that it could be when she looks at it all dumped out on the mat in this beautiful like bead soup mix. So how do you guys feel about it? I'm seeing lots of you that are sorters, but Susanna says both, depends on the mix. I love that answer. I love that answer because it's probably true for a lot of people. Wanda's here. She's got a blueberry streusel. Somebody grab it from her and a cold brew latte. I'll take the latte. I'll take that. Oh my goodness. Love to sort out your beads, says Kay, in her containers. Yeah, me too. Susanna says if she's doing an abstract piece, she doesn't sort. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Carolyn says I'm a super sorter. Got to have my ducks in a row. Me too. That's me. That's me. I love it. See, Robin says, I see the designs when I see everything laying out together. I love it. Everybody kind of has a different approach and a different reason for why it is that they put things out the way that they do. I love it. I love it. Michelle says, see an empty container and proceeds to buy more things. Right? That's me. And then complains about not having enough storage. Yep. I know exactly how that is. Susanna says, kids love to pick out beads for earrings for mom. So fun to make the simple earrings with the choices from the kids. I love that. That's beautiful. I absolutely love that. That's fantastic. Oh, I love it. Susanna also says it's a great idea to offer the kit without the tools because she bought a second kit without the tools because she made so many things with the first kit. Oh my gosh, if that is not a testament to how amazing this kit is, I don't know what is. The only other thing that I can think of that comes close to how that comment makes me feel about this Bead Llama kit is my daughter. My daughter is 15 years old, and I have 3 kids. Out of all of my kids, my daughter is the one that decided that she wanted to be a jewelry maker. And I had no idea, didn't see it coming. She had maybe made a couple of things with some pony beads and everything, but she got her hands on one of these Bead Llama kits and immediately started making jewelry, immediately learned how to crimp, immediately learned all of the techniques, and then used every bead. She has a handful of beads left, so I shouldn't say that. She hasn't used every single bead, but she has made her way through the box, and she was like, Mom, can we get another box? Because she loved it so much. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. Because you know how hard it is to get a teenager off of their device, right? You know how hard it is to get them to sit down and be quiet and think about something. and work on something that is not just like, you know, short attention span kind of thing, because everything is instant for that generation. You know, they watch TikToks that are 30 seconds long because it's all instant information. So to see her sit down and calm down and like really truly begin to work with color and texture and design and, you know, and pick out things that she likes, that she thinks is beautiful, and then use everything in the kit and ask for more. I was like, wow, that's incredible. So yeah. The Bead Llama kit equals how to make a beader kit. Exactly. And guys, that's what we were going for here, right? Our team put this together. We talked, we had meetings, we sat together, we talked about all of the things that if we were just getting started, what we wish we had had when we started out. Because when you start as a beader, it can become very, very overwhelming. Right? You don't know what to buy. You don't know where to start. You don't know what you need. And so we wanted to be able to put together a kit that had everything in it that you needed to get yourself started and be able to not only make jewelry, but make quality jewelry, right? This is not plastic. This is not junk. This is really high quality check glass beads that we all put together, hand selected, put these mixes and strands together with you guys in mind, thinking from your perspective as a new beader or even from a seasoned beader, because, you know, we wanted to appeal to everybody here, which is why we have a kit that doesn't have the tools in it. So not only were we taking that into consideration, but we also wanted to be sure that the findings were top quality as well. So the findings that you have in your kit, the head pins, the eye pins, the clasps, the jump rings, the ear wires, all of these things, guys, these are the exact same quality materials, the exact same materials that our design team uses in our own designs. So that is a really good testament to what we've put together here. We didn't just pick like the bottom of the barrel. We made sure that we picked out the ones that we use the most so that when you get started, you know that you're using really nice quality things that the professionals are using. So we hope to get you started out on the right foot with all of the techniques and tricks and tips that you need, bringing you into the community, giving you quality materials to get started with, and really watching you grow as a new maker, right? Love it. Now, guys, don't forget, we have 20% off going on right now with all of our Bead Llama items. That includes our friendship kits, our deluxe kits, our kit with the tool or without the tools, as well as all of our mixes. Those are 20% off. And we're spotlighting Raven's Journey right now. So if you'll put a Raven's Journey item into your cart, you're going to get all of it shipped to you for free, which is fantastic. Because like I said, if you pick up the deluxe kit and you pick up some of the friendship kits, it's going to be a big box. It's going to be. That's just the way it is. And you guys know a lot of times the bigger the box and the heavier it is, the more the shipping. So putting in that Raven's Journey item or several, right, is gonna put the shipping on us. You don't even have to worry about that. So I love it. I love it. Lisa says, do you sort the designer blends and keep them sorted? And how should I sort my 1 pound bag? I love this question. So Lisa, when I sort mine out, I'm kind of weird about it. So, and this is just my personal preference. I sort them out while I'm creating, but then when I'm done, I put them all back in the bag together and mix them all back up again. Does that make sense? So that I can go and I can sort it again next time. When I sort it next time, the piles are a little bit different because I've used different beads from it. Now, if you wanted to sort it and keep it sorted, using your containers like this is a great way to do that. Or little baggies. I have tons of, as many containers as I have in my life. I probably have 6 times the amount of little baggies. That just kind of comes with the territory when you become a maker. But now when it comes to your 1 pound bag, I don't know. That's a lot of beads to sort. I wish I had one of those here that I could show you. But the truth is that I have worked through mine. My daughter has picked through and I don't have a full 1 pound anymore. But when we were working through it, I don't think we separated every single bead out, but we did pick out some of the focal, some of the larger beads and set those to the side. But that was just so many beads that it was really hard to sit and separate all of them out. But I mean, if you had the time to do it, I think I would would love to do it. It's fun. For me, it's very zen to sort beads out. So as Barb Girl says, you have an addiction. I can't help it. I can't help it. What can I say? Oh my goodness. I love it. Susanna says the best compliment to art beads is when fellow artists who know quality materials ask me where I get my beads. They are impressed with the quality. Thank you. Thank you so much, Susanna, for sharing your comment with us. Like, everything that you have said today is just like, it just makes my heart really, really full to know that we are loved out there in the community. I feel exactly the same way. I know that the quality is fantastic. I use my art beads, Czech glass beads, in everything that I do. So I agree with that, and it just makes me really, really feel good to know that we are recognized for sure. Eric, you can't leave a mama without a llama. Robin needs a sticker. Robin does need a sticker. Wanda says now's a good time to buy awesome Christmas and holiday gifts, and that's a great point. If you have a potential maker in your circle, family member, friend, somebody that you know, or maybe just yourself, it's a great time to grab these while they're 20% off, and then you will have them already ready, and you can say, I started my Christmas shopping in May. I wish I could say that. I really wish I could say that. Oh my gosh. Kat says she has tons of little bags that the beads come in. Assort the mixes and put each type and color into the little bags. I love it. I love it. Robin says, I like to organize beads based on how I see things first. I see color first, and that's how you organize. Me too. A lot of times I organize by color. Kat says after making something, she puts the little bags together in a larger bag. I do that too. I do too. I love it. With the mixes label. I keep my mix labels too. I love that. I'm glad I'm not the only one who does that. All right, guys, if there are any more questions, now is a great time to ask those. I don't want to take up all of your day. I do want to remind you guys that coming up at the top of the hour at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, the beautiful and talented Julie Bean is headed your way with a fun project. You guys don't want to miss it. It's a gorgeous multi-strand bracelet project coming up. So she's going to be live here putting together a really fun piece of jewelry. And you guys, I know that you could use the beads that are here in the kit to recreate exactly, well, maybe not exactly, because the beads are different than what she's using, I'm sure. But I mean, as far as the technique and the style, you could recreate with Julie using the beads here for sure. And don't forget, Raven's Journey is spotlighted right now. So if you add a Raven's Journey item, and all it takes is just one Raven's Journey item in your cart with anything else that you've got here, take your 20% off, take your Raven's Journey, throw it in there, and get free shipping. So, yep. I love it. Wanda says beading comes with the bonus hobbies of buying beads and organizing beads. I'm convinced that buying beads and collecting beads is its own separate hobby. And I have that. And if you want to call it an addiction, you may. But I also have that hobby. And I'm okay with it. I am okay with it. It's totally fine. I'm not mad at it at all. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, just one more look at everything we've got here, and then I'm going to let you guys go on with your afternoon for sure. Don't want to take up too much of your time, but I do appreciate you guys joining me this afternoon and hanging out, or morning, depending on where you're at, right? It's afternoon here, but I know our West Coast friends, it's still morning there for you guys. Let's take one last look here before I let you guys go. And of course, you can join me again on Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern for a fun show. This week I'm making daisy bracelets, and guess what I'm using, you guys? This might be a good opportunity to grab some of those designer blends. I'm making daisy chain bracelets using Toho seed beads and designer blends. So I'm going to have a lot of designer blends in the show to show you guys, and then I'm going to be mixing some of the beads from them into my daisy chains. So grab some of those designer blends right now. They are 20% off. And Get that free shipping with a couple of Raven's Journey beads to also add to your projects if you want to. Set your reminders for not just for me, but for all of our other amazing designers here as well. Last little look at the seed beads. And these are full tubes of seed beads, guys. These are not just like, it's not just like a little baggie of seed beads. It's a full tube of Toho seed beads. Top quality. Toho's my very, very favorite brand. I'm using some white ones that look like this for our daisy bracelets on Friday, mixed in with some designer blends. It's going to be a fun project, an easy project. So if you're a beginner, come hang out with me, right? Come hang out. That's 4 p.m. Eastern on Friday afternoon. But stick around here at 1 p.m. Coming up here in about 20 minutes, Julie Bean is going to be live with a fun project for you guys. So you don't want to miss out on that. All right, I'm going to turn you guys around here and we will get ready to say our goodbyes. But I do want to ask you guys to take advantage. Don't forget to close out your carts. Now, when I say that, close out your cart, what I mean is finish the checkout process. Because a lot of times, particularly with our blends, they have a tendency to sell out. So if you put them in your cart now, and then you walk away and you come back in a few hours or tomorrow, there's no guarantee that those blends are still going to be there, particularly when we run a sale where we have 20% off going on and we are offering free shipping. A lot of times those blends will sell out and be gone. And that can be true for our other things as well. The friendship bracelet kits, our deluxe kits, you just never know when somebody is just going to come in and swoop in and buy them all up. So you don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out on the free shipping and you don't want to miss out on the 20% off. So closing that cart out is a surefire way to make sure that you are going to have all of this beady goodness on its way to your door right now, coming at you, so that you will be creating very, very soon with all of this amazing community. So thank you, everybody. Right? Wanda says, don't let some other gal get your beads. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining me this morning / afternoon. I appreciate you as always. I appreciate you letting me be a part of your beady journey. And don't forget to come back here. Just go take a break. Go grab a snack, right? Run to the bathroom real quick, do whatever you got to do, change the laundry, come right back here because Julie's going to be live here in about 20 minutes with another fun project for you guys. And I will be back with you guys very, very soon. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Go make something beautiful, guys. I love ya. I'll see you soon. Mwah! Bye, guys.